for today's session, we are going to study about the pointers and one-dimensional array. So we know that pointers are used to store the memory address of another variable. An array is nothing but the collection of similar data type. So in C programming, when we go for declaring an array, compiler is going to allocate the required amount of memory. If your array having the 4 element, then each element requires the 4 byte. So around 16 byte of memory is required for that array. So that was the first thing which is done by the compiler when we go for declaring array. Second thing, which is the main, which is done by our compiler, is nothing but it is going to create the constant pointer. And that constant pointer name is nothing but your array name. And that pointer will hold the base address of your array. So what is meant by base address? So first element of an array is called as the base address of that array. So for example, for this array 8820, this is considered as a base address. So now this base address itself can be named as a VAL because we already seen that there is a constant pointer is created by the compiler and whose name is the same name as our array. So this 8820 value I can access with the help of array name, or I can access like address of VAL of 0, that is nothing but the address of your first element. Okay. So now I want to declare a pointer for this array. So I have just declared one integer pointer, that is integer pointer PTR. So now as I know that pointers are used to hold the address of another variable, I can make a statement like PTR will hold the value of VAL because we know that VAL is already holding the base address of our array. So I can write down PTR equal to VAL, or I can write down like address of VAL 0 also. So PTR equal to VAL, or we can say address of VAL of 0, that is nothing but address of the first element. So all these three give the same answer, that is nothing but the 8820. So now if I want to access the address of your array with the help of this PTR. So how to access the addresses with the help of PTR? So for first case, that is 8820, we already seen we can mention like PTR or VAL or address of VAL of 0. We will get the same answer, that is nothing but 8820. Now I need to think about this second element. I want to access this second element. So with the help of pointer to access this second element, I need to perform the pointer arithmetic, or we can simply say the increment operation is done on the pointer. So we already discussed for the last session like how this PTR plus 1 calculation will be done in background. So this 1 is multiplied with size of the element. So here the size of the element is 4. So here 1 into 4, that is nothing but the 4. So PTR value is 8820 plus 1 into 4, that is 4. So we will get the answer as the 8824. The same way, the remaining value will be find out. Suppose I want to access this second value, I will write down it is like PTR plus 2. So when it is PTR plus 2, I can say that I need to multiply this 2 by 4. So I will multiply it by 4. I will get the answer as a 8. I know the PTR value is nothing but 8820. So 8820 plus 8, you will get the answer as a 8828. Okay, so this is the way we have to access the addresses of our array. Now the question arises, how to access this element of our array. So to access the value or element of an array, we need to think about the dereferencing. That is nothing but we have to use a symbol asterisk on your pointer and then you will get the value. So to access this first value, that is nothing but the 11. So in that case, I need to dereference this pointer, that is I will write down pointer PTR. So in that case I will get the value as 11, or I can write down pointer VAL, again I will get the same answer, that is 11, or I can write down VAL of 0, that was our normal method without pointer. So it is these three method will give the same answer, that is nothing but the 11. Now I want to access this second element. So in that case what happened? I need to dereference this, that is PTR plus 1. So I just need to mention a asterisk in front of this PTR plus 1. So you will get the answer as a 22. Or I can write down pointer VAL plus 1 because I know that VAL is nothing but your constant pointer. It is holding the base address of my array. So I can mention like pointer value plus 1, or I can read it as a value at PTR plus 1 or value at VL plus 1. So we'll get the same answer, that is nothing but the 22. Hope so you understand how to use the pointer for accessing this one-dimensional array.